Welcome. In this session, we will discuss pool boarding best practices. Many times your work orders will ask you to secure a pool according to HUD specs. Well, what are HUD specs? Well, according to HUD, a pool is considered secure if there is a screen inlet eye that is intact and the screen doors can be padlocked. There is a 6-foot minimum high fence around the pool or backyard and the gates can be securely padlocked. Or a HUD-approved pool cover has already been installed, or a HUD-approved pool boarding has already occurred. If the pool is not secure according to HUD specs, you must read your work order to determine if you can complete the work on site and bid after the fact, or bid the work that needs to be completed. If you are completing a bid after the fact work order while on site, be sure to read the work order carefully. Clients will usually want the least expensive way to secure the pool, such as padlocks or screens or repairing a fence or gate. Never start or complete a BATF pool securing without calling the GCP office first to get approval for the type of work and the amount of pay. Never leave a pool unsecured without the proper documentation of why it was left unsecured. If you are the least bit unsure, always call the office. Always supply the correct measurement of the pool and never eyeball an estimate of the size of the pool. If the pool is not secured to HUD specs and you need to bid all the proper HUD specs. Bid to repair the screens and screen doors, bid to padlock the screen doors, bid to repair the fence or gates, bid to padlock the gates, and provide an accurate measurement of the pool, and GCP will prepare an appropriate bid for a boarding or a cover. Okay, I want to look at this LPS work order here, and on it we're looking for the pool care line item, and here it is. I've highlighted it. And basically what all this says is that if there is a pool present, we're to board it. And we're to bid after the fact. But remember that bid after the fact doesn't mean that we can charge whatever we want. It has to be within the HUD guidelines. And specifically on boarding, you need to call the GCP office to get approval for that amount so that we can come to an agreement before you board the pool, because buying all the material is expensive and it takes you a lot of time to do it, and we don't want you to complete the work and then not get paid what you think you're going to get paid. So please call the office before you board the pool. But Wells Fargo does not want you to leave the pool unboarded or unsecure before you leave that property. So that's an LPS order. Let's take a look at this MCS order. MCS, on the other hand, for this particular client, says to bid only. So we're to provide bids to pump it, drain it, and secure the pool. So we need good measurements, we need good pictures of the pool, and then we'll supply a bid for this particular pool. So you can see here we have two different orders for two different clients, and they say two different things. So make sure you read your work order to find out exactly what you're supposed to do. Be sure to take a good, clear picture of the pool before you begin any work. Always include two pictures of the pool, one from each side. When a pool pump is ordered, be sure to take a picture of the water level before and after the pool is pumped. And always include a picture of the water pump in action. When shocking a pool, be sure to include action shots pouring the chemicals into the pool, as well as the empty chemical bottles. And always include a picture of your water pump circulating water back into the pool, distributing the chemicals. Now it's time to frame the pool. Be sure that you use only 2x6 material that is laid 16-inch on center, and it must extend at least 1 foot over the side of the pool. Be sure when you're done framing to take two pictures of the pool, one from each side, as in your before pictures. It is always a good idea to prove that you used the correct size material and that you framed it 16 inches on center. Next, install the visqueen. The visqueen should be only 6 mil clear plastic sheeting and should be pulled tight and stapled down on the sides. When you are finished, be sure to include two pictures of the pool, as in your before shots. It is always a good idea to prove to our client the type of material you used. Here is a box showing that we used 6 mil clear plastic sheeting. Installing the wire mesh material is next. Do not use chicken wire, only use number 10 rebar mesh wire. It should be cut tight to the sides and stapled down all over. Any action shots you can provide is good. Pictures showing that the wire mesh is stapled down to the edge are very important as well. Here's two pictures of the finished pool, one from each side as in before, like your before shots, and a final picture of the pool. Thank you.